already know what it is. It's the new, hot, best sports podcast show in the world.
Man, you already know what it is, man. It's the Not for Losers Sports Podcast, unfiltered, unscripted, real takes, high stakes, and I am one half of the dynamic duo. They call me the Fresher. Yo, listen, chat, you already know. Every episode is sponsored by the luxurious streetwear brand Numi Vestas / Coins Apparel. Yes, it means dress in cash or money clothes. You can find them at www.coinsapparel.store. Look, smell, feel like money. All right, chat. Yo, listen. Before I start this episode, we would like to thank everyone who has liked, shared, and subscribed to the channel, man. Give yourself a round of applause. Yo, like, we truly appreciate y'all, man. We really do. And if y'all haven't heard, man, coming this September, man, we will be creating the best football community the world has ever seen. The biggest, man. We will be doing something no other sports podcast has done. We will be allowing our subscribers to join the show and let's talk football. Let's debate. You want to debate with the Fresher? Let's go. You want to debate with Sunny Boulevard? Let's go. If you want to debate with anybody else that's a part of this community, let's go. We can have up to 10 people on at one time. All we ask is that y'all respect each other, y'all respect the host, no smoking, and you have to watch your language. And it's very easy. Listen, all you have to do is give us your email address. We will send you a link to your email. You click the link. You can put your name in, who you want to be recognized as, and it's just that simple. You could be at work, home, in your car. It don't even matter. And we ask that you please have a quiet background. We do not need to hear your background. It's just that simple, man. We are going to talk football. Now, granted, chat, none of us went to school for broadcasting, man. But that's not the point, man. Just because we haven't went to school, that doesn't mean we are not sports analysts, man. We are diehard fans. We eat, sleep, football, man. And we have football knowledge. Now, let's talk about it. The world needs to hear from us, man. So let's go, man. Let's create the biggest football community the world has ever seen, man. And yo, and this is gonna get good, man, because in some of my previous episodes, I had a few people jump in my comment section and tell me I don't know nothing about football, which is great. I love that energy, man. I want all the smoke. So if you feel like the Fresher don't know nothing about football, pull up, man. That's all you got to do, man. Pull up, man. Yeah, September, we want to hear from you. Yo, listen, for those who just joining us, you are in the right place because we are a sports podcast show that do not hold no punches, man. We keep it all the way stacked, man. We not them other major networks that got a tippy toe and keep quiet about. No, man. We are here to say the things that the other major networks are afraid to say, man. And that's just the bottom line. Now, listen, chat, I know my energy hasn't been there. Listen, I got a baby that's due in less than 30 days. I have a 10-month-old that's a terrorist. And I have an 8-year-old who you know how it is when you have a brand new baby. And your first child, she's 8. She wants attention. She feels like she's being neglected. So I'm being pulled in 10 different directions. I also have other businesses I'm running. So chat, please bear with me. There's no excuse, man. I promise y'all to give y'all 110% every time I come on this show, man. Now, mind you, my energy been drained. Sometimes I don't get no sleep and I still shoot episodes because I'm dedicated to y'all. So, chat, we gonna talk about the AFC South, man. Like, let's just be real here, chat. The AFC South, it's a one-team race. It's one team that's ahead of the pack. And we already know who that is. It is the Houston Texans, man. So we not going to start with the Houston Texans. We're going to start with, hold on, chat. It's a quarterback in this division that should be working in sanitary because he's trash and he stinks, man. Chat, do y'all know who that quarterback is? Nah, it's not Anthony Richardson. I will get to him. He needs to be on the other side of the garbage truck. It is Trevor Lawrence, man. Like, chat, how long do we have to wait on Trevor Lawrence to show us that he's elite? Now, chat, y'all don't know who Mir is. Mir is a childhood friend of mine. He will be on the show starting in September. He has a lot of football knowledge. He's one of my great friends, man. So he has high hopes in Trevor Lawrence. Actually, he loves Trevor Lawrence. Mir, I'm sorry to tell you, man, the man is a complete bust. Yo, chat, I've never seen a quarterback come into the league with high expectations and underachieve and get as many passes as Trevor Lawrence. Look what happened to Baker Mayfield. I don't think Baker Mayfield made it out of his rookie contract. Look at Justin Fields. Teams move off of quarterbacks fast. And I don't understand why the Prince, or whatever y'all want to call him, Boy Wonder, whatever nickname y'all want to give Trevor Lawrence, man, he is not him, man. I think Trevor Lawrence had one good season in this league, man. I think Trevor Lawrence has hit his ceiling. Let's look at his career stats. His rookie season, 2021, Trevor Lawrence had a 59.6 completion percentage, 3,641 yards, 12 touchdowns, 17 interceptions with a QBR of 71.9. Chat, we know that's his rookie season, rookie woes, just learning what's going on in the league. The NFL is about 5 times faster than college, so we going to give him a pass. We get it. Year 2, I believe this is where he hit his ceiling. In 2022, Trevor Lawrence had a 66.3 completion percentage. He had 4,113 yards, 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions with a QBR of 95.2, which is great. And I believe that's the year that they rallied back in the playoffs from being 27 points down against the LA Chargers. That is the highlight of Trevor Lawrence's career right now, man. Like, let's just be real, man. Trevor Lawrence is. Yeah, I said it, man. Listen, so 2023, Trevor Lawrence had a 65.6 completion percentage. He had 4,016 yards, 21 touchdowns, 14 interceptions with a QBR 88.5. Is that great, chat? I don't think so, man. I mean, it's not bottom tier, but it's not great. Look at the touchdown to interception ratio. He had 21 touchdowns and 14 interceptions. That's not great. That's not sufficient enough in this league. Last year, now mind you, he got hurt. The kid Jeff Okudah headhunted. He's a headhunter. He knocked Trevor Lawrence out the game, or I think Trevor Lawrence missed a significant part of the season. Trevor Lawrence had a 60.6 completion percentage, 2,045 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions with a QBR 85.2. Chat, can we all agree that Trevor Lawrence is not an elite quarterback in this league? I mean, put it in the comment section, man. That's what we here for. Let's debate, man. So listen, this is another thing. Have you ever seen a NFL team or franchise hit the reset button, a complete reset button with a franchise quarterback? I mean, if y'all have, put it in the comment section. But the Jacksonville Jaguars this year hit the reset. I'm talking about, yo, chat. They got rid of the whole offense, man. They damn near got rid of the whole offense, man. Gabe Davis gone, Devin Duvernay gone, Christian Kirk gone, Josh Reynolds gone, Evan Ingram gone, Dearness Johnson gone, man. They wiped the whole offense just clean out of here, man. Now, it's only one common denominator, and it's Trevor Lawrence. Now, don't get me wrong, chat. I seen some things from Trevor Lawrence that I had you be like, okay, Trevor Lawrence is a great quarterback in this league, but he is inconsistent, man. He just is. Y'all could blame it on the defense because the defense did rank last, and they ranked last total defense last year. They was last. They was 31st. They was last, man. That's just the bottom line. Passing defense last. Rushing defense 26. I mean, I get it. The defense is horrendous, man. The offensive line needs help. But I don't want to. Yeah, listen, we don't make no excuses for the rest of these quarterbacks. We not gonna make one for Trevor Lawrence, man. And that's just the bottom line. And yo, chat, let me ask y'all a question, man. What in the hell happened to Travis Etienne? Like, yo, man, he had like a year and a half, maybe two, where he was a prominent running back in this league. I mean, he was on a precipice of being a superstar, man. Like, I don't know what happened to him, man. But it ain't been panning out in Jacksonville. You know, we questioned when Jacksonville moved on for Leonard Fournette. And then we seen Travis Etienne and was like, okay, maybe them moving on from Leonard Fournette was justified. They didn't want to pay him the big bucks. But come on, man. Like, listen, they added Nick Mullins to the quarterback room, De'Ami Brown, receiver, tight end Hunter Long, and tight end Johnny Munt. I believe he was a former tight end for the Indianapolis Colts. They try to solidify their offensive line with Shuma Idaga, Robert Hainsey, Fred Johnson, and Patrick McCarry, former Baltimore Ravens. That's not going to do it. That's not a solid offensive line, man. It's just not. It's just not, chat. I like Patrick McCarry at the guard position, but it's not going to cut it, man. They added Dennis Gardick to the defensive line. Emmanuel Agba, he is a stud. Dwayne Smoot, I don't see nothing that's going to move the needle. Safety Eric Murray. Now, we all know they drafted Travis Hunter. He is a stud. Now, but do y'all think, chat, that Travis Hunter is going to change the misfortune in Jacksonville? I don't think so, man. He's going to be a standout player, but he's not going to change the misfortune over there. They have, besides Travis Hunter, they have one standout player in Jacksonville, and that's Brian Thomas Jr., man. Brian Thomas Jr. almost hit his head on the moon, man. Like, seriously, Brian Thomas Jr. had 87 receptions, 1,282 yards, and 10 tubs, man. That is great from a rookie, man. It just is, man. Listen, y'all can say what y'all want about Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk is an above average receiver in this league. Like, Christian Kirk showed so much promise in Arizona with Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins. He made a name for himself over there. He is a speed guy, deep threat guy, man. So there's no excuses for Trevor Lawrence. I mean, and Gabe Davis, okay, listen. Gabe Davis is, how can I put this, chat? I don't even know how to put it, but Gabe Davis, he's not an elite receiver in this league. And Josh Allen, elite quarterback play, made Gabe Davis who he is, man. And we seen who he truly is when he went over to Jacksonville. So he not a needle pusher. But I don't see the Jacksonville Jaguars doing anything. Now, mind you, they brought in Dougie P, former head coach for the Philadelphia Eagles, a Super Bowl winning coach. They felt like they had a franchise quarterback. Let's bring in a Super Bowl winning head coach. Trevor Lawrence got Dougie P fired. And listen, I'm not putting it all on Trevor Lawrence, but the quarterback is the most important piece on the field, man. Quarterbacks get coaches hired and fired, man. Let's just be honest, man. That's just the bottom line. So they lost C.J. Beathard from in the quarterback room and Mac Jones as well. Listen, the offense ranked 25th in total yards last year. Is that good, chat? They average a little bit over 306 yards per game. Points per game, they was ranked 26. The passing offense was 24th, and the rushing offense was 26. That's not going to cut it in this league, let alone the AFC, period, man. When you got your Josh Allens, your Lamar Jacksons, your Joe Burrows, your C.J. Strouds, and your Patty Mahomes. That is not going to cut it, man. We just have to admit Trevor Lawrence is a bust. He is, man. Like, he may need to move on, man. Like, he may need to see what he could do with another franchise, man. Because I can't sit up here and lie to you, man. He has shown flashes. But he is not, so far, chat, he has not proven to us that he is a franchise quarterback in this league, man. Yo, listen, like we were speaking on Travis Etienne, like we don't know where the drop-off happened at, man. The man had 150 carries for 558 yards and 2 touchdowns. And he's not even a starting running back no more, man. They went with Tank Bigsby, man. Tank Bigsby was highly productive, man. In an abysmal season, man. He had 168 carries, 766 yards for 7 touchdowns. But like we all said, the bright spot of that offense is Brian Thomas Jr. And we can say what we want to say. Christian Kirk is a big loss for them, man. It just is. Maybe they feel like Travis Hunter can replace Christian Kirk. We will see. And there's absolutely nothing great to say about the defense. It's just not. Like, I don't see nothing that wows me with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Not even a quarterback. Like, I predict them to probably win like 2 games this season coming up, man. I just do. I don't see nothing promising from them, chat. I mean, if y'all got something y'all want to say, put it in the comment section. But I got them finishing last. I do. And it's like a fight for last place in this division, chat. Because the team I'm about to move on to, they ain't much better, man. The Indianapolis Colts. Head coach, Shane Steichen. We all know Shane Steichen was the offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles a few years back. He hasn't disappointed, but he hasn't proven that he deserves a head coaching job in the NFL yet. Now, mind you, I believe Anthony Richardson is the worst draft pick in NFL history. Yo, y'all can say what y'all want to say, man. Yo, listen, last year, the first game of the year, the man showed me one pass where I thought like, oh my God, the critics were wrong. But ever since then, man, he has been completely, like, let's be real, man. The man is not an NFL quarterback in this league, man. The man cannot throw a 5-yard out, man, without dirt in it, man. Like, I watch him and just be startled, man. Like, and it's so crazy to me because the NFL was telling Lamar Jackson that he need to switch positions, that he wasn't a quarterback in this league. Now, I don't know how in the hell they didn't send that same memo to Anthony Richardson, man. I just don't get it, man. I don't see no upside, man. He cannot make none of the throws, man. He can't make the average throw, man. I just don't get it, man. I don't get it with Anthony Richardson. Yo, he has to have the worst completion percentage in NFL history, man. The man completion percentage was 47.7%, man. That's laughable, chat. 1,814 yards, 8 touchdowns, 12 INTs. Now he ran for 499 yards and 6 tubs. The man had 2 more passing touchdowns than he did running touchdowns, chat. And that's your quarterback. He's not going to cut it, chat. He is absolutely not an NFL quarterback at all, man. Like, at all, man. And we all know they got a stud at running back. Listen, a few years ago, Jonathan Taylor was the best running back in the league. And he still puts up spectacular numbers, man. Now they running him into the ground. The man had 303 carries last year, man. He is a workhorse. He had 1,000. Hold on, let me see, chat. He had 1,431 yards on 11 touchdowns. But his spectacular play is overshadowed by the abysmal Colts, man. Jonathan Taylor, it's time for you to find a new franchise, man, before your career is over, man. Alec Pierce, receiver, he had 7 tubs, but he only had 37 receptions. And we understand why, man. Look who's at the quarterback position. They got Michael Pittman Jr. over there as well, man. Like, listen, man. Yo, I don't listen, man. Dude, I don't even want to talk. So listen, they added Daniel Jones to the quarterback room. Now we all know Daniel Jones cannot throw a football in the ocean, chat. But Daniel Jones might be the starting quarterback coming in week 1, man. Daniel Jones is the best quarterback on the roster, chat. And that's not saying much, man. Like, yo, this is ridiculous, man. This is what Shane Steichen is working with, man. They added running back Khalil Herbert, receiver Ashton Dulin. They added Mo Ali Cox at the tight end position. I like Mo Ali Cox, man. Now, Mo Ali Cox might be on the back 9, but I like him, man. He plays the position the right way. Center Danny Pinter, defensive lineman Neville Gallimore. I don't see nothing that'll move. Cornerback Shavarius Ward, if I'm pronouncing that right, and safety Cameron Bynum. We all know Joe Flacco went to Cleveland with 6 other quarterbacks on the roster. Yeah, I just don't see nothing, man, for the Indianapolis Colts as well, man. Like, they do got a standout linebacker, though. That Zaire Franklin, yo, look out for Zaire Franklin, man. The man had a total of 173 tackles, man. What? 3.5 sacks, 11 tackles for loss, man. He is a standout linebacker, man. We have to be on the lookout for him, man. Like, I predict the Colts to probably win 3 games this year, man. And that's just off the top of my head. I didn't even bother to study these chumps. Because in this league, you need a quarterback, man. And I believe they have the worst quarterback in the league. It's between them and the Saints, man. But honestly, chat, I would take Taysom Hill as my quarterback over Anthony Richardson. Now, I'm not, listen, y'all can say my assessment is premature, but did y'all see him throw a 5-yard out? Did y'all did y'all see him throw a dig? Like, the man cannot throw the football, man. Like, it is ridiculous, man. It just is, man. Like, this is ridiculous. I don't see no upside in Anthony Richardson or the Indianapolis Colts, even though the Colts does have a solid defense, man. I gotta get their defense is solid, man. So, I mean, listen, they ranked 29th in total defense. But when you watch them, their defense they they show resistance, man. So I'm not gonna say they're solid, but they show resistance. But the offense cannot do absolutely nothing, man. And that's just the bottom line. So moving right along, because I'm not gonna spend an hour talking about the AFC South when it's only one team in this division that has high expectations. The Tennessee Titans. Now we all know they drafted Cam Ward #1 overall. They have a new head coach in Brian Callahan. Chat, what do we expect from Cam Ward coming out of Miami? Do y'all think Cam Ward is a franchise quarterback in this league? Now, we have to be careful when we say franchise quarterback. We do, man. We just discussed Trevor Lawrence. So, I mean, based on Cam Ward's play in Miami, I feel like he has a tremendous upside. But like I said, the NFL was probably about 5 times faster than college, man. So Brian Callahan decided, okay, let me protect my franchise quarterback. In Tennessee mind, he's a franchise quarterback. We all know he will start week 1. He secured the offensive line. Really no big names on the offensive line. Kevin Zeitler. I like Kevin Zeitler. He's okay. Corey Levin. Dan Moore Jr. Like he's telling himself that I need to protect my franchise quarterback. So they added Tyler Lockett to the receiving core. Now, y'all can say what y'all want, man. Tyler Lockett is one of the best receivers that's quiet, man. What I mean by one of the best receivers that's quiet, that his name don't get spoken enough. And Tyler Lockett is a solid receiver in this league, man. You could go see his stats with Russ, with Geno Smith. It don't even matter, man. Tyler Lockett has been highly productive in this league. And I like that for Cam Ward. Now they added Van Jefferson. Of course, they are not getting the Van Jefferson from the Los Angeles Rams. I don't know what happened to Van Jefferson. He had a good season, maybe a year and a half with the Los Angeles Rams, where he showed promise, but he hasn't shown any in the past couple years, man. He just hasn't. The offense ranked 26 last year. Tennessee Titans. I believe that will go up because you got Cam Ward. It's all about the play of Cam Ward. Also, you are moving on from Will Levis. Now, they got rid of Mason Rudolph. I would have got rid of Will Levis, man. I would have rather had the veteran Mason Rudolph helping my rookie quarterback. Because, listen, don't get me wrong. Listen, what can I say about Will Levis, man? He's a baller. He's just one of them players. He's a baller, but he is not a quarterback, man. He can play the position, but his decision making is horrible, man. It's like he playing backyard football or Pop Warner, man. He is going to be the mascot for our segment where the worst plays of the week. He going to be the mascot. And chat, we need y'all help, man. Put it in the comment section. Give us a name for a segment for the bad plays of the week, man. Dun-dun, something, man. He just made some bad plays. Will Levis had a 63.1 completion percentage, 2,091 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Now, if you look at the touchdown and interception, no. I'm sorry, chat. He had 13 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. Like, is that good, chat? Not at all. Now, we know they got Tony Pollard as a running back. Tony Pollard is solid. He was a 1,000-yard rusher. Now, listen, 1,000 yards is no longer a milestone in the league. I don't know if it's because they added the extra game or what. But back in my time, a 1,000-yard rusher was a milestone, man. 2,000 yards was heavenly, man. Was godly. If you hit 2,000 yards back then, man, you was a legend. You got a gold jacket off the rip. 1,000 yards is no longer a milestone for a running back in this league. Tony Pollard had 1,079 yards with 5 touchdowns. Solid. Now, check. What happened to Calvin Ridley, man? He showed promise in Atlanta. Since he left Atlanta, we haven't heard too much about Calvin Ridley, man. He had 64 receptions. He had over 1,000 yards and 4 tubs. Calvin Ridley, I don't know, man. He showed promise, though. But I believe he can help. He can help over there with Cam Ward. The defense, they traded their best piece. Kevin Murray Jr., man. Kevin Murray Jr. was traded to the Cowboys. He was their top tackler at the linebacker position. And they also lost the back end, Azua, if I'm pronouncing his name right. Them was the top 2 defensive players they had. And they lost them. So, where do we got Tennessee, chat? Like, that's probably between them and the NFC South, that's probably the worst division in the league, man. Also, they fight with the NFC West as well. Like, nah, I can't say that. The NFC West still got the Niners. They got Arizona. Seattle probably got a little promise. It's depending on how Sam Darnold play. But yeah, nah. I don't have high expectations for the Tennessee Titans and Cam Ward's first year at all. I don't see. They probably win 3 games. It's sad, man, that this division is that terrible, man. Now, moving right along, man. We all know the head of the table, the Houston Texans. Like, listen, quiet as it's kept, chat, the Houston Texans could represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. They could is the key word. It all depends on the play of CJ Stroud. Yo, listen, that defense, oh my God, man. Yo, that defense is the second best defense in this league, man. Behind the Philadelphia Eagles. Yo, Will Anderson Jr., valid. Danielle Hunter, valid. The linebacker they got, Al Shear, I can't pronounce it. He valid, man. Also, the Henry Todo kid. Yo, listen, the front 7 is probably the best front 7 in the league. And then they back end, man. Yo, listen, Derek Stingley Jr. is a problem. Kamari Lassiter, do we need to say more? And it's the Jalen Petrie kid. Yo, listen, man. The Houston Texans defense is solid, man. I believe they rank 4th in sacks, man. And 2nd in INTs, man. Yo, that defense is valid, man. That's just the bottom line. Yo, listen, the Houston Texans has one weak link, and that's the offensive line. CJ Stroud was sacked 52 times last year, bro. That is unacceptable. DeMeco Ryans, you have to fix your offensive line. Now, they added Trent Brown at the right tackle position. Solid piece. That's a start. Nick Chubb. Now, let's say, what we got to say about Nick Chubb, man? Because Nick Chubb was once one of the best running backs in this league, man. Yeah, he had the gruesome knee injury. I believe he tore his MCL, ACL. He tore every ligament in his knee, man. Last season wasn't great, but the Cleveland Browns wasn't great as a whole. Do y'all believe Nick Chubb still has gas in the tank, chat? Put it in the comment section. I believe he do. And I believe it's good when Joe Mixon come off the field, you could bring in Nick Chubb. That'll help Nick Chubb, and it will help the Houston Texans as well. They added Christian Kirk. Need I say more? We just spoke on Christian Kirk in Jacksonville, man. They added another solid receiver to the receiving room, man. So now you got Nico Collins, Christian Kirk, and Tank Dell. We don't know if Tank Dell will come back like the Tank Dell we remember. He had a gruesome knee injury as well. They added Cam Robinson to the offensive line. That's okay. Laken Tomlinson. Like, see, I believe DeMeco Ryans he made the proper off-season adjustment, man. He knew his defense was solidified. He had a solid receiving core, a solid quarterback. The offensive line was the problem, man. And quiet as it's kept, man, the Houston Texans can hit their head on the moon, man, if CJ Stroud takes his game to the next level. Like in his rookie season, CJ Stroud wowed all of us. But it's like his sophomore year, like I was telling Sonny Boulevard, I expect the same thing from Jaden Daniels. Once teams get film on you, yes, your second year becomes a little harder. But I think as long as they protect CJ Stroud, he's able to perform, man, at a high level. Now, we know they moved on for Stephon Diggs. They didn't need to keep Stephon Diggs. They just took him on an expiring contract. I believe they have high expectations for John Mechie III. And he's still on a rookie contract. So I don't see no drop-off in that receiving room with the loss of Stephon Diggs. Dog, they just added another cornerback. I mean, y'all can say what y'all want to say. He catches a lot of slack. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson Jr., cornerback, former Philadelphia Eagles, he now plays with the Houston Texans. But with Jalen Petrie and Derek Stingley Jr. and Kamari Lassiter, you add him, boy, oh boy. I'm telling you, man, the Houston Texans are sneaky, man. And I don't mean sneaky like you don't see him coming, because you can see him coming, man. You can definitely see him coming, man, but do not count them out, man. They can possibly represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, man. They just, listen, man. Now, we know they lost Jeff Okudah. He went to the Vikings. That's where he needed to be because he's a headhunter. But I liked it, Jeff Okudah. He was like a tackling machine. They lost Laramie Tunsil from the offensive line. That is a big loss. Now, it wasn't Laramie Tunsil from the Miami Dolphins, where he was one of the prominent offensive linemen in this league, but it's still Laramie Tunsil. They lost Shaq Mason, Robert Woods. I don't know what happened to Robert Woods. He had one good year in Buffalo. He went to the Rams and looked it like a prominent receiver in this league. Then he got injured, and then that was the end of Robert Woods. He's been on the move ever since. Listen, that defense, man, is stellar, man. The offense ain't too bad as well. I believe, listen, you want me to be honest with you, chat? I believe, besides the Philadelphia Eagles, the Houston Texans has the most complete team in the league, man. Top to bottom, man. Listen, man. Listen, CJ Stroud, right? He had a 63.2 completion percentage, 3,727 yards. He averaged 219 yards per game, 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Like I said earlier, 52 sacks, man. That is the problem. The man was under pressure. Joe Mixon, like I said, every starting running back in this league cracks 1,000 yards. He had 1,006 yards, 7 touchdowns, man. Nico Collins, 68 receptions, a little over 1,000 yards, 7 tubs. Tank Dell, we already know Tank Dell, he went down early in the year. Dalton Schultz. Listen, Dalton Schultz is a solid tight end in this league, man. He plays position. This team is balanced, man. Listen, chat. I don't know where NFL.com or ESPN has them in the power rankings, but boy, they should be in the top 10, man. Chat, matter of fact, hold on. Let me see. Let me pull this up real quick. Let's see where they fall in the power rankings, man. Because the Texans are sneaky. They got them 14th in the power rankings. I believe they should be higher. Let's see who. This is NFL.com, chat. Let's see. They got Minnesota at 10, Green Bay at 9, Rams at 8, Tampa Bay at 7, the Washington Commanders at 6, Detroit Lions at 5, Bills at 4, Kansas City at 3, Baltimore Ravens at 2, and Philly at 1, man. I don't know what it is about the Kansas City Chiefs. They they just have high expectations for the Kansas City Chiefs every year. And granted, they got the best quarterback in the league. But I believe the Kansas City Chiefs will take a step back, man. I wouldn't have them as high as 3. Not at all. But I'm trying to see who will I move out this top 10. I probably will move Minnesota out the top 10, man. Because we don't know what to expect from J.J. McCarthy. We really don't. The Eagles solid. Ravens solid. Kansas City, I wouldn't have them in top 10, regardless of who the quarterback is. Travis Kelce on his last leg. They roster ain't complete top to bottom. The Bills, okay. Detroit Lions, Commanders, Tampa Bay, a fact. The Rams, Green Bay, and Minnesota. Yeah, I would take Minnesota out of the 10th spot, and I would put the Houston Texans right there, man. If you want my honest opinion, chat. And that's it. I predict them to go 12-5. This defense, man, is just spectacular, man. Daniil Hunter had 12 sacks, bruh. Will Anderson recorded 11, man. That's your 2 edges, man. Yo, listen. Chat. Remember this episode, man. I'm telling y'all right now, man. I would not be surprised if the Houston Texans represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, man. So, chat, you already know, man. I'm going to conclude this episode. I would like to thank everybody that watched and joined the show. We look forward to hearing from y'all coming this September. You already know what it is, man.